Good morning, all of you, and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So, in the previous videos, we have started the lesson number 1, crop production and its management. So, we have started the lesson number 1, that is crop production and its management. So, in this first we have seen the introduction. In the previous video I have told all the points in the deep, but now in this video we will just see the upper of the some main topics only. So, in the introduction, we have seen was how the crops are produced and how it is managed so that we can get the maximum crop production. So, there is a management of it. Okay. The next we have seen was food for survival. So, in this we have seen that how the food is needed in our life. Without food our body can't get energy, and if our body can't get energy, we can't work with our body. So, in this we have seen that, and the third point was food from the plants. So, in this we have seen the main two topics. The first, in the introduction, food from the plants, we have seen that the food which is get from the plant or obtained from the plants, this is known as food from the plants. And the first two main topic was kharif crop and rabi crop. So, we have seen that. And next, the kharif crop we have seen was it is in summer season and rabi crop was in winter season. So, next we have seen was agriculture practices. So, in that the practices which is done in the for the production of crop or the plant, all this process is known as agriculture practices. Let me say the definition of it. See here, farmer follows a stepwise process and a series of activities to grow over a period of time. These activities are together known as agriculture practices. Means the farmer will do all the activities in a line, like first soil preparation, then harvesting, first soil preparation, then selection of seeds, and then watering, then harvesting. This whole process in a series of line is known as agriculture practices. So, in the first we have seen was soil preparation. So, in the soil preparation, first of all the soil is ploughed and then it is leveled and then fertilizers are added. So, for the ploughing there is a tool and which is attached to the tractor. So, okay, and also in the leveling there is a tool which is attached to the tractor, and then after it is leveled, okay, and then fertilizers. So, fertilizers are when added what are first of all fertilizers? The fertilizers are which having one or more nutrition in it are known as fertilizers. So then the fertilizers are added. First we know that first we have to decide which plant or crop is to be grown, and then the soil testing is done, which nutritions are there and which are not there. So the external nutrition is added by adding fertilizers. So this we have seen. And next was selection and sowing of seed. So in this the seed is to be selected and then it is sown in the soil. So for the sowing of the seeds there are two methods, manual method and there is one seed tool. See, here is in your textbook there is a picture in page number 13 that how the manual sowing is done and how the seed sowing by seed drill is done. See, here the tool is attached with tractor. This tool is known as the seed drill. So this was the point, and then there was an activity to be the unhealthy seeds and healthy seed to be separated, and then we have seen was watering of the crops. Watering of crops. So in watering of the crops there are two methods, traditional method and modern method. In traditional method there was one method known as canal method or canal irrigation, and in the modern method deep irrigation method and sprinkle method. These two methods were there, and the sprinkle method is used in which areas? This is used in uneven land or in the sandy soil. Okay, so and where is deep irrigation used? It is used where there is a shortage of water. So in this we have seen was that, and the next in the previous video we have started our new topic, that weeding and crop protection. So in our previous video we have started the new topic, that was weeding and crop production. So let's just go in deep in this topic only. So first of all, what is weeding? I have told this in the previous video that first let me rub this. So weeding and crop protection. Weeding and crop protection. So first of all, what is weeding? In the previous video I have drawn here a figure, that was, this is so here this is the soil. The whole process is done in this soil. So which process can we repeat? Are you repeating with me? I can't hear, but I want you to repeat these processes. First, what is done in the soil? Here it is soil. First the soil is ploughed. Sorry, first rub it this. We will do all the processes in this. So here first the soil is ploughed and then it is leveled. Okay, and then what is done? Fertilizers are added and then the seed is sowed using seed drills. Okay, and then what is done? Watering of crops and then weeding and crop protection. So here let me write all the processes over here. First, what is done? First is soil is prepared. In that, ploughing, leveling and adding fertilizers. These three processes are there. Soil preparation, so first what is done? Soil is prepared. In that there are three processes. Which three? Ploughing, then leveling and then adding fertilizers. So the soil is prepared, then sowing of seed, okay. In this sowing of seeds there are two methods, using seed drill or using manual method. Okay, this, and then third method was watering. Sorry, the third process was watering crops. Okay, then crops are watered. In that there are two methods. First was traditional method, second modern method. So in the traditional method, the one was canal irrigation or the canal process, and in the second it was sparkling of water or sparkling irrigation or drip irrigation. Okay, where does the sparkling irrigation was used? It was used in sandy soil or in the uneven land. Means the land which is uneven, like this is known as uneven land. Okay, so, and the deep irrigation method means it is used in the areas where there is less water. Okay students, and fourth process was weeding. So here we have seen the main four processes of crop production. So here first of all what is done? Ploughing, leveling, then adding fertilizers, then seed is sowing of seeds. So here we have seeds and then we have to water the crops. Okay, now when the seeds are grown, see here the seeds are grown. See here, so seeds are grown and here the crops are about to ready, not perfectly ready but about to ready. So these are crops, but after the water processing, here the weeds are grown. So here in the some areas in between the crops the weeds are grown. Let me first so here with the black marker these are the weeds. Okay students, so these weeds are to be taken out, else the crop it will harm the crops, our main crops. Okay students, so this was the first, it can be removed by the farmers by taking out it. Okay, but in that method some of the main crops are also taken out by mistake. So second method was adding chemicals. So if we add chemicals this will there only died and this will not harm the crop, and also we have to take care that the chemical is not touch the our main crop, else it also harms that main crop. So this was the weeding and crop protection. Okay, this was the whole process. So now we will start our this video's new topic, that is storage. So then this is stored all the grains which are so for then after weeding and crop protection there was harvesting. In previous lecture we have also studied the harvesting. So what was harvesting? There is a definition in your textbook, let me read that. The process of cutting and gathering of crops is called harvesting. Okay students, means when the crops are ready and it is taken out or cutted and stored at the one place. Okay, this is known as harvesting, and then after it is the grains are removed from that crops by the beating on anything or by the there was a machine, thresher machine and winnowing machine. Okay, then after this process when the grains are removed from the crops we have to store that. So there is one process which is known as storage of harvested crop. Storage of harvested crop. So in this whole process, after removing the crops and the grains are removed from the crops, it is first it is harvested, means it is cutted and put in the same position or is collected at one place. So this process is known as harvesting, and then it is removed. The grains are removed by thresher machines and winnowing machines. Okay, then this harvested crops means the grains are removed, and after this the harvested crop means when the grains are ready, these are storage at the dry and less moisture place. So let's see how it is stored. Let's take the textbook points. The main thing is when the crops are cutted out and the grains are removed, and these grains are to be stored at some dry and less moisture place, so they not be spoiled. Let's see the textbook points. So here in the storage of harvested crops, after winnowing the grains get separated and need to be stored till they are sent to the mandis. Means after the removing of the grains, this is stored up to when it is go to mandis. Mandis means here in the bracket it is written that the big market places where the grains are sold. The grains should be stored in clean and dry place to avoid spoilage. The harvested grain are first dried in the sun and then weighted and stored in the bag. Means when the crops the grains are removed from the crops, first of all they are put in the sun, so the moisture in it is removed, and then it is weighted and stored in the bags. We all know that the bags are coming of grains like 50 kg, 25 kg. They weighted and put in the bag. Storage of grains on a large scale is done in special areas called granaries and silos. Before they are transported to the market for sale, it is important to keep them placed clean and free of moisture and pest. So, here the two figures are given in the page number 17, figure 1.18 and figure 1.19, how the grains are stored stored in clean and dry place there where there is no moisture. If there is moisture, then the grain will be spoiled. So, the next topic is practices for increasing crop yield. Means in this we will see how the production of the crop is to be increased, means how it can be increased the crop production. So I only read the textual points of it. There is no need to be explained in my own words, because I will only read that points. You will get the how the practice is done for the increase of the production of the crop. So let me read that. So the yield of crop can be increased if we carry out the agriculture process in stepwise manner. Means if we have to increase the crop production, there is a stepwise process that only we have to do. If we don't do that, then the production will not increase. We all have seen all the processes, that stepwise process how the crop is produced. That process is to be done in stepwise. Okay students, there are techniques of mixed cultivation and crop rotation that helps to increase the yield further. Means here the first I will take the mixed cultivation. So here is the big farm of one farmer. So in the half of its land, it grow different crop. Sorry, I will write over one crop. Okay, and after in the second half, it will grow another crop. So this is the mixed cultivation. So there is a big farm. Okay, then farmer in the half of its farm grow one crop and half of its farm grow another crop. So what will happen, that the nutritions or the nutrition which are needed there will be there. Okay, so it will grow and grow in the increase of crop production. Okay, so the next was, these crops are chosen keeping in mind the nutrition needed, so that the needs of one particular type of crop get fulfilled by the needs of the other type of crop sowing together. So the next this method is known as mixed cultivation, means this whole process is known as mixed cultivation. This mixed cultivation is the process in which two or more different types of crops are grown in a particular field at the same time. Most commonly, a leguminous plant like pea plant can be grown along with wheat on the same field. Sometimes the farmer chooses his crop in such a manner that the crop nutrition used by one crop get replaced by growing another crop. After harvesting, the former crops such as wheat and rice used up a lot of nitrogen for the soil, so they replenish the lost nitrogen. The farmer chooses to grow leguminous plants such as peas, soybean or green beans after harvesting wheat or rice crop. This practice is known as crop rotation. Crop rotation is the process of growing two or more dissimilar crops in the same field one after the other. So in the crop rotation, the nutrition which is needed by this crop, okay, then the dissimilar crop is grown, so that the nutrition which are needed is not to be empty in the soil. So leguminous plants are having special root with small birds like structure called noodles. So noodles, I have told this about noodles in our previous chapter, that was microorganisms. In that we have seen the nitrogen cycle. So what is the main thing of noodles? Let I read that. The noodles contains a special bacterium that converts nitrogen of air into nitrogen compound. I have told this in the previous chapter that the special bacteria called noodles, it takes the atmospheric nitrogen and converts into nitrogen compound in the soil. So they thus helps to restore the nitrogen content of the soil. This is done by the process called nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is the part of nitrogen cycle. We will learn about the nitrogen fixation in the next chapter. Means we have first started the second chapter, that was microorganisms. In that we have seen the nitrogen cycle. So here are some of the true or false that you have to do by your own. If you don't know, you can tell it me in the group, and I will talk in the next video about its answer. So the next topic was food from animals. So food from the animals is our last topic of this chapter. Food from animals. So first of all, what is the food from animals? That the food we get from the animals is known as food from the animals. In that we all know milk. From milk we can get cheese, butter, paneer, etc. These are known as dairy products. And also we get honey from bee, meat from goat, and etc. So these are some of the foods from the animals. Let me read the textual content. So animals also gives us many foods. We get milk, egg, meat, honey, etc. from animals. We also rear animals on a large scale for food. Rearing animals on a large scale for food and another need is called animal husbandry. We get honey from bees. Rearing of bees on a large scale is done at special place called a apiary. Means the honey is cultivated, or we get the honey farm of the honey is known as apiary. We get milk from animals such as cows, buffaloes and goats. Milk is used to prepare a variety of products such as butter, ghee, curd and cheese. People also eat various kinds of fish, shrimps, prawns and lobsters. We eat eggs of birds such as hens, turkey and geese. So, here our chapter number 1, crop production and management is completed. So, in the homework, you just do in today's homework you have to just find out. Let me write the here in the board only. Homework. Find out the here question 1 in the exercise question number 1, that is MCQ. You have to find out the answers. Okay, only you don't have to write, only ticked in your textbook. You don't have to write and click the photo in your group. Then question 2, that is fill in the blanks. So in this also you have to find out the answers. So the question 3, that is question answers. In this you have to find out all the question answers. All the question answers, and you have to write any 7 of this. So you don't have to write question 1 and question 2 of your exercise. Only you just have to find out the answers and write in your textbook only. Don't take the picture and put it in the group. Just find out the answer. In the next video I will tell the answers and also the true or false which was there in the page number 18. Also find out the answers of true or false which was there in the page number 18. And in question 3 you have to find out all the answers of this question answer and only write down in your homework any 7. Out of 13 you can write any of these 7, and these 7 question answers you have to put the pictures in your respective groups. Okay, up till then stay safe, stay home. Okay, bye students.